When parents are involved in their child's education, student success is easier to come by. However, the way school systems and educational systems are designed limit the involvement of parents. Consider this. In most schools, relevant information or information we consider important to communicate to parents is delivered through email, report cards, progress reports, newsletters, phone calls, etc. There are very few opportunities for parents to seek out the information they want when they want it. Today's technology has made the information more accessible for parents by providing parents access to Mark's online and school and teacher websites. However, as stated in the Ontario Education Parent Involvement Policy, training for parent mobilization must be provided across the system. Until now, we have trained our parents to sit back, relax, and wait for the school or teacher to provide the information. This does not lend itself to an engaging environment. Catholic school systems are not much different. In many schools, parents might be invited to a liturgical celebration or informed of what is happening in a religious studies program. However, they are not provided the opportunity to participate in the liturgical celebrations, assist in the planning of them, nor provide insight into the decisions regarding faith within the school. The Parent Voice in Education project affirmed that parents do not want to run schools, but they do want to have a voice that will be taken into account. We do not provide parents with enough opportunity to do this. By involving parents and allowing them to engage about faith within Catholic schools, we communicate to students that faith is not limited to the time spent in school or in church. It permeates through everything we do. Increasing parent involvement extends faith to home and social life. It also passes some of the responsibility to parents instead of having it depend solely on the school and teachers or church. When we share stories of school and community, parent engagement should not be absent. The stories should reflect an environment in which schools and teachers stand alongside parents and not on opposite sides of the playground. My story of Catholic education involves a new teacher to my school. This teacher was asked to teach a grade 7 religious studies course. I would suggest most first-year teachers just out of university do not have an accurate or current understanding of a Catholic philosophy of education. Towards the end of the school year, a comment was made by the teacher regarding the writings in the Bible. The teacher suggested the writings in the Bible were fictional stories and not to be taken seriously. Of course, this was shared with a couple of parents by their children, and the ensuing phone calls started. As administrators and faith coordinators began to investigate, other instances where the teacher shared inaccurate or misaligned information with the students started to surface. Now, I do not place sole blame on the teacher in this situation. First, the teacher was not provided with the necessary training to have a good understanding of the Catholic perspective in schools. In fact, I would argue that any educator who has not taught in a Catholic school for at least 5 years is not prepared to teach religious education courses. Second, parent involvement regarding religious education delivery and instruction would have prevented this situation from occurring. This could have included a letter being sent home or parent-teacher meeting at the beginning of the school year where the teacher provided his or her philosophies regarding Catholic education and the goals of the religious studies course. By clearly communicating this to parents and then allowing them an opportunity to provide feedback would have prevented any of this from happening. Unfortunately, I believe that too often, teaching our youth the philosophy of Catholic faith become the responsibility of our churches and schools. Work schedules, social activities, and not allowing parents to provide a voice and be engaged in Catholic education create this situation. Considering that parents are the primary educators of their children, we must correct this.